Ashley here with hearthookhome.com, and today we are going to learn how to crochet the picot stitch. The picot stitch is so fun and easy, and it adds quite a bit of pizzazz to an otherwise pretty boring blanket. So this one is half double crochet gauge swatch, and I just added the picots to the top here. This would be great for a crown for a toddler or just as a border to an everyday blanket. There are two different ways to make the picot stitch. So in this tutorial, we'll make the first two one way and the second two another way. I'm going to rip this row out so that we can make our picots. I personally like to have 3 single crochets in between my picot stitches. It doesn't really matter. You can do it however you like. Whatever your pattern that you're following says to do. So I've started with 3 single crochet stitches just to get this row going. So now we're going to do the first 2 picots one way, and then the second 2 we'll do a different way. It's only a slight modification. To make your first picot stitch, you're going to chain 3. Now this is the first way to do it. We're going to go into the back bar of the first chain that you made. So this one right here, we're going to go into that back bar. Now we're going to make a slip stitch. So pull that on through the loop, and now pull it all the way up through that loop. And that is a picot. Now we're going to do 3 more single crochets. You can do however many you like. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to make another picot the way that I made this one, which is with a slip stitch at the end. 1, 2, 3 chains to start your picot. Now go under the back bar back here and do a slip stitch. Back bar and slip stitch right on through there. Okay, that is the first way to do a picot stitch. So now I'm going to do 3 more single crochets just along this top part here, and then we'll do the other way to do the picot. So now I'm ready for another picot. This is my preferred method that we're about to start. I think it looks a little nicer and a little pointier. So the way that the picot stitch starts is the same. We're going to do our chain 3. Now instead of doing a slip stitch back here, we're going to do a single crochet back here in the back bar of this first loop. Same loop, we're just going to do a single crochet instead of a slip stitch. Let's do one more. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to do my picot, so I'm going to chain 3. And now I'm going to find that back bar from the very first chain that I made, and we're going to do a single crochet right in there. And now I'm going to do a single crochet the rest of my row. I don't really think it matters however many single crochets you put in between. This is for demonstrative purposes only, but let's take a look at the differences between these 2 picots. So as you can tell, the one with the slip stitch has a much more pronounced point. The ones that we did the single crochets in those back loops have more of a rounded top. So it just depends on the shape that you want it to be. These are a little bit more delicate, I would say, because they are slip stitched instead of actually single crocheted into them. It doesn't really matter. You can do it however you like. I would play around with both ways and say if you like the more rounded look, then that's the one for you. If you want the more pointy look, then go with the slip stitch. So I hope this helps you with your picot stitching, and I look forward to talking to you soon.